Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. The chat is up and running. How's everybody doing today? I'm great. It's Christmas Eve day. I hope you've got all your running around done. I do. I feel very at peace. I didn't drop anything. I got it all off. I'm all set. Afternoon Chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With one exception, tomorrow, no show. I'm taking tomorrow off. The show will be back on Friday, just like normal. And for those of you that don't know, Friday's generally our best show. We get more people in the chat, it seems. I don't know with the holiday how it's going to go. I'm just assuming it'll be all right. How's everybody doing? What do you guys want to talk about? If you want to be able to chat, you need to download the Discord app from YouTube. It's free. The show's free. No midstream ads, no sponsors. I'm not trying to sell you anything. There's nothing behind a paywall. I'm not coming out with a line of merch. I know, it's hard to believe a free show on TV. 2 hours, 5 days a week, except this week. I took Thanksgiving off. I'm taking Christmas off. I'll be watching football, eating as much as I possibly can. Typical, you know. So what's going on, people? What are you guys up to? What's on your mind? What would you like to discuss today? I got nothing going on today. It's nice out. I'm figuring after the stream, I'm going to go for a walk. Well, I say it's 40 degrees, but there's no snow, there's no ice, so I figure I may as well go for a walk, get some exercise in. Well, tomorrow I'm just going to lounge around and watch football all day. I'll probably wake and bake. I smoke cigarettes and marijuana. I'm not trying to recruit anyone to do the same thing. I'm in Michigan and marijuana is as legal as it can be, so don't do anything illegal. My personal opinion, I got 3 football games to watch tomorrow. I'll probably be stoned for all of them. I don't have kids at home anymore. My kids are grown. The boys are going to be at my ex-wife's. Okay. Assuming she's out of the hospital, but hopefully. I'm not, I don't have any real, well, I have the back of my front door. That's where I put all my Christmas cards. They're kind of in the shape of a Christmas tree. It's bulging out, but that's it for my Christmas decorations. I didn't put any lights up. I don't have any kids running around. I live in a senior complex. So they're not even walking by, really. What's going on with you guys? What are you doing? Drinking, gambling, carrying on, I suppose. I got a hunch that these online casinos are making a ton of money. I haven't seen any of the numbers, but if you're doing this online betting, I'm not sure how that's going to work out for you. Personal opinion. Well, I think it's going to be like everything else is for human beings. You want to do it a little bit, it's probably okay. You want to go overboard with it, it's probably going to turn out to be detrimental to you. Gambling is addictive. There are a lot of human behaviors that are addictive, but gambling is definitely up there. My 33 years in Vegas, I saw that town chew people up and spit them out. If you don't have your vices under control, then your vices are going to control you. And good luck putting your life back together after that. Okay. I think it's just another one of the pitfalls of our society. I worked in legalized gambling 33 plus years. You got to look at it as entertainment value for your money. If you fall for the fantasy, most people have already spent the money they're trying to win when they pull the handle on the slot machine or hit the button. In their fantasy, they've already spent the money before they ever win it. It's tough. You have to be able to control your emotions. You got to be able to control your greed. And you've got to understand that the system is designed to beat you. Doesn't mean you can't sit down at a blackjack table and win 25 hands in a row, because you can. But the odds are against you every time you sit down. It's just the truth. I mean, we got to keep it real. That casino is not going to build the next tower and name it after you. I don't care how much money you lose. They build those towers with profit. I was working at Circus. They were a gaming leader in the world at the time. They decided to build a new casino, call it Excalibur. It didn't even have a name at that point, but they decided to build it. They actually built the entire casino. I think it was a $200 million endeavor out of their cash flow. Okay. Ethan Hernandez back in action. What's up? Happy holidays, my friend. Oh, what are you buying? What kind of goodies? We need to talk snacks. Okay. I've got 3 half gallons of ice cream in the freezer. And I've got 3 cake mixes in the cupboard. I'm set for snacks. Yeah, I'm pumped. It's going to be a great holiday. Yeah, I'm big on ice cream right now. I don't know why. I mean, it's cold out. 40 degrees is our high today. But I'm just crushing the ice cream right now. Don Julio? Ooh. Yeah, just give me a sunrise. I've got 3 different flavors. I've got chocolate, probably my favorite. I've got Neapolitan, and I've got extra Rocky Road. Yeah. A little bit of decadence never hurt anybody. Decadence in moderation is probably okay, right? It's just my go-to snack right now. I mean, I've also got donuts, I mean, and I've got peanuts in the shell to snack on during the game. I like that. Just crack open peanuts and munch them while I'm watching the game. Oh, I've been on the donut diet, my friend. Hey, there are plenty of other flavors out there besides chocolate. Chocolate is just my favorite. You're all done with your Christmas shopping and gift wrapping and all that stuff. I used the banking app and I Zelled some money to my boys last night before I went to bed. I checked my bank this morning. I have $21. That's it. I have $21 left. Everything else is gone. I know it's a sad way to end the year, but you know, I get paid on the 3rd, and the cupboards are full. The fridge is full. I got I even got a Christmas card from one of my neighbors that I always walk with in the park. I thought that was nice. I didn't get him a card, but he got me one, and I thought that's really nice of him. Yep, I feel the same way. My plan when I started the month and I did my budget, I said, okay, Christmas Eve day, I should be sitting with $153 in the bank. And I thought that's as far as I could go. And I got on this morning and I got $21 left. So I went $130 over budget. I didn't put anything on credit cards. I paid cash for everything. I did not increase my debt at all. And I'm proud of myself for that. Well, it takes some self-control. Giving to people feels so good, though. You know, there again, it's probably addicting. But I'm just happy that I didn't, come out of the month with any debt. My kids are older now. So the holidays are actually a little bit easier on me because I don't bother to shop for the boys. I just send them cash. Yeah, I know. And the bank is always there, willing to let you put yourself in as much debt as you can handle. Let's hope so, my brother. Let's hope so. I want everybody to be safe, healthy, happy. A lot about Christmas is depressing to some humans. A lot of people feel alienated. They feel alone. They feel left out. Your mental condition has a direct correlation to your physical health. They proved that years ago. They hooked electrodes up to a bunch of chess players. As things happen throughout the game and you're feeling stress, your heart rate changes, your breathing rate changes, you start to perspire. There's a direct correlation between the stress that you feel and your physical health. Hey, I appreciate you, Ethan. Look for me on Friday. I'll be here at 3 Eastern. Be safe and bless you, brother. Happy holidays to all you and your family. Now, people get depressed, and when you're feeling stress, when you're feeling anxiety, it has a direct correlation on your physical health. We need to eliminate stress, and we need to help each other get through tough times. I'm going to wake and bake. I'm sure of it. All right. Ethan Hernandez, friend of the show. Be safe, be happy, and be here on Friday. If you can. No pressures. But back to what I'm talking about, dealing with stress, dealing with anxiety. Your feelings do matter. They do count. And if you're feeling stress, if you're feeling anxiety, seek counseling. Talk to a friend. Reach out. Get another human to help you. Bye, Ethan. Have a great day. Good guy. I used to have a lot of stress in my life. When I was working in Vegas, I was always on the go. I was trying to cram 30 hours worth of work and fun into a 24-hour day. All right, Mandy, double D's. She's in the house. Happy holidays, Mandy. What's this fixation you have with George Costanza? Yeah, I looked up your profile. The character George Costanza was pretty funny, I got to admit. Mandy just likes to flirt. Okay. I used to have a number of coworkers that were what I called flirting professionals. The casino industry was an adult industry. There weren't kids around, and certain liberties were taken. That's all I'm saying. Certain liberties were taken. An adult environment is a different kind of a workplace. I remember a Sunday morning. I was working at a casino that was right across the street from a world famous strip club. A bunch of the strippers from the night before got off shift and they came in and they were playing blackjack, and they were still there at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Well, 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, you got families on their way to and from church. They're coming in to hit the restaurants. While this was going down, the girls decided that they'd wore their clothes long enough and they wanted to take them off. In an adult environment, this is okay, but not 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning. They would have had more leeway at 3 in the morning than at 9. It was just a different kind of environment. First time in my life I ever knowingly walked up and asked women to please put their shirts back on. But it happened. Some of my life experiences are not exactly G-rated. I'm on my Gatorade already. I'm being a good boy today. So, what have you been up to, Mandy? Have you got all your Christmas shopping done? Or do you have to make a last minute run? Merry Christmas, Mandy. Be safe, be happy, feel the love, feel the holiday, get into the joy. I'll see you later. Nice young lady. Always. Somebody's always taking care of me. That's how I survived. Okay. Some call it God. Who am I to judge? I'm just saying somebody looked out for me or I wouldn't still be here. Yeah, the thing with dealing with your stress and all this is reach out. You need contact with more human beings. Human beings are the answer to whatever your problem is. If you're feeling stressed out, seek out some counseling. Talk to another human being. Hey, jump in this show and talk to us. Everybody needs to voice their feelings, their opinions. The discord between human beings is what separates us from animals. I changed beard softeners. If you see me scratching, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go back to the old brand. It's just weird. And the hair doesn't feel as soft. It's new to me. This is the first time I ever had a beard, so I'm learning. But don't hesitate to reach out to other human beings, other people, interact with them. It can give you a distraction from the stress in your life, from the things that are weighing you down emotionally. Interaction with your fellow human beings is a good thing. Even if it's superficial, it's still good. In this day of social media, no one ever has to be alone. If you want to be alone, that's fine. But you shouldn't feel forced into being alone. You shouldn't feel neglected. A lot of people, I call them hit and run bandits. They jump in the chat for 5 minutes and then they're gone. There's nothing wrong with that. Interacting with other human beings is going to keep you mentally sharp. I mean, that's what I'm using this show for. It keeps me sharp. The toughest part about being a human is accepting the fact that you're not perfect. And still, you must move on. You must move forward. You must continue on your path. Even though you've made mistakes from time to time. Excuse me. Just a smoker's cough. Serves me right. Ordinarily, I would say, don't worry about your problems. Put them aside just for a few minutes. Cut yourself just a break. Take a beat, you know. Yeah, I'm setting the world on fire here. Pay no attention to the man on the screen. Am I really even here? I'm just background noise with a unique voice. No, you guys don't let stress kill you. And stress is killing people all over our planet. Don't let it drag you down. Search for the joy. Find something that makes you laugh. Find something that makes you smile. Seek it out and use it as a form of escapism. If you can just forget about your problems for 5 minutes and let a little laughter come in, I think it's good for your soul. Personal opinion. I mean, feel free to disagree. That's why there's an open chat here. Your opinion matters, and it will be heated. But I'm just saying that, yesterday when I was out at the grocery store, I ran into a group of carolers. I took 5 minutes just to stand there and watch and listen. It brought joy to my heart. It was wonderful just to escape for a few minutes and put your mind on something else. Sometimes that's the smartest thing you can do. I look at it almost like self-preservation. That 5 minutes of joy, well, this is day 2 and it's still with me, okay? I'm still feeling it. And it happened yesterday morning at 11 o'clock. I use video games to escape problems sometimes. I get so involved in the video game that I can't think of anything else. It's just my way of blowing off a little steam, escaping just for a few minutes. One of the things I used to do, and I still do, make a list. Positive influences on your life goes in one column. Negative influences on your life goes in the other column. And use that like a day planner. Consciously find more time for the positive influences on your life. And at the same time, consciously schedule less time for the negative influences on your life. Over time, that negative list will disappear. It will no longer be in your life because you haven't devoted any time towards that. Then you can add, other things like short-term goals with small rewards, long-term goals with larger rewards. It's like a short-term reward could be just a meal, a good meal. A long-term reward could be buying a new car. If you've achieved one of your goals, you need to reward yourself. You've done good. That's one of the things that I'm telling people that you can do for others in the month of December here is give kudos where kudos are due. If you see someone working a job and they're doing a good job, take a minute and let them know you noticed. Appreciate them. Let them feel a little bit of praise, and maybe you'll help them through this holiday season. Sometimes a gift doesn't have to be money. Sometimes simple recognition of someone else's deeds is all that's required, in my opinion. I mean, feel free to disagree. I just think that, acknowledging someone else's good work, giving kudos where kudos are due, is a good thing. It's just like when your kid brings home a paper from school with an A on it. You've got to celebrate that A. You've got to praise that child. Build up someone else's self-esteem. Instead of piling on and becoming another problem, do the opposite. Applaud someone's good work. Let them know that you noticed. If no one else noticed it, you did. Taking 2 minutes to praise someone else. Imagine if we trained ourselves to do that every day. It would be really nice. It would enhance our environment by a lot. In my opinion. A little bit of praise, especially with young people, goes a long way. I raised 2 sons, and I could not be prouder of them. They're both a success in my eyes. And I hope that they feel they get enough praise from me as their father. I had a 5-minute conversation with my father yesterday, looking him dead in the eye and telling him I love him. Okay? I appreciate him. I think about him every day. That's what I told him. I know most of us take this stuff for granted, but I think it's okay to take a minute and just tell somebody how you feel about them. Let them know that they matter, that their hard work has left an impression, a lasting impression. I think as human beings, it's good for us to hear that praise. So what do you guys want to talk about? If you want to chat, most people are doing it on their phone. My analytics for the channel say most people are watching on their TV. If you want to be able to chat, you got to use another device. Your phone, a tablet, a computer. Download the Discord app from YouTube. It's free. And then you're free to chat. Jump in here and share your opinions. Shape the conversation. Move us in the direction that you'd like to see this conversation go. I have no script. I have no talking points. Okay. The only thing that when I go down these little rabbit holes, that's because it's on my mind. Nothing is pre-planned on this show. That's why I like the show. Okay. If it was planned out and I had a regimen, I wouldn't want to do it. We're freewheeling here, folks. Okay. I don't care what we talk about. As long as we stay within the community guidelines established by YouTube, we're golden. I don't care what we talk about. You want to talk about Christmas cookies recipes? Okay. I've been eating Christmas cookies for 68 years. Okay. I'm game. Whatever you want to discuss is cool with me. I'm hunkered down for the week. I might go for walks or something, but I'm not going back out to any more stores. No, not this week. I'm done running around. Traffic yesterday was ridiculous. When it takes you an hour to get to where you're going, you spend an hour there, and that takes you an hour to get back. I'm wore out. Okay. I can't handle it. I'm just going to hunker down. I'll go back out next Tuesday. I have no plans other than to watch football this weekend. I think we got 3 games on Thursday. And I think there's a game on Saturday, maybe 2. I haven't really looked at the schedule because I basically gave up on the Lions. They're not going to make the playoffs. No, technically they are not eliminated as of yet, but you're talking about mathematic gymnastics. Okay. They're not going to make it. I got to be realistic. They would need to win 2 games in a row, and they would need 1 or 2 other teams to lose 2 games in a row. Slim and none, and Slim already left town. You got no chance of this going down. The Lions have missed the playoffs. I think it's a mix. We paid a price losing both of our coordinators last year. We paid a price for that. I think we're like 8-7 now. I say we like I'm on the team. The team does not know I exist. Okay. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? I'm thinking about doing some shorts. Maybe I'll do that over the weekend. Well, YouTube is, that's what they're telling me to do. And I don't normally do as I'm told. I normally talk back, kick back, push back. But YouTube, when it comes to this streaming stuff, I'm sure they know a lot more than I do. And when I can bounce around one sheet of analytics and see it 3 different times, they're telling me, you need shorts. Well, the show's 2 hours long, so there are no shorts. But I've been looking at video editing software, and it would appear I should be able to go back to past episodes of the show and make smaller clips. I was thinking 3 to 5 minute clips. I don't know what I'm doing. So if you've got any bright ideas or encouragement, please jump in the chat. Let me know what to do. Well, the show is free, but I do need to get my channel monetized eventually. I would like to do other projects that are not free. I would like to do other projects that YouTube could put commercials in, and I might make a buck. But not on this show. Well, I'm thinking about writing a bunch of short stories and then filming those short stories, coming up with original material. They're just ideas. No one has started any projects or anything. I really don't know what I'm doing as far as a live streamer goes, but I don't know. I'm muddling through it. It seemed to be doing okay. I've got 42 subscribers now, and 4 months ago I had none. Matter of fact, I'll ask you guys, help me out here. Am I supposed to subscribe to my own channel? I don't know. Well, I don't want to screw up the algorithm. Yeah. My production manager didn't come in today. Probably because he doesn't know he works here. Probably because he doesn't really work here. I have no production manager. I got a friend, Crumbelina. She advises me from time to time. And I guarantee you, when this set behind me changes, it'll all be due to her. But, I respect her. I respect her opinion. She's one of these detail-oriented people, of which I am not. Okay. I look at things and I say, well, close enough. Yeah, it's okay with me. Yeah, my children found that hard to deal with a little bit. I remember my youngest was 5 years old. I used to tell him, you're in charge. And he would turn to me and say, I don't want to be in charge. Well, like it or not, he was in charge because I didn't give a shit. What do you guys want to talk about? What's on your mind today? I'm just rambling. I can't help it. It's my nature. When I worked in the casino industry, I used to pay attention to details, but only at work, not at home. At work, I got paid to pay attention to details. I don't get paid to pay attention to details anymore, so I don't. And it works for me. Well, when I want to find something out, I ask other people. I got computer guys. I can pick up my phone and I can dial them up and have them on the phone in a matter of seconds. Ask them my question, get my answer, and be done. I know that I got a podcast. I must be doing something right. Like and subscribe if you could. The channel needs the help. I need the help. I need more people. I'm recruiting. There's no mission. The mission is to have fun, to have a few laughs, maybe learn something from each other. Back in the day, I used to get on a live chat. There were the internet was lousy with chat rooms back then. Then I got busy, I went to work, and I didn't chat. Now I'm retired. I go back and the chat rooms are all gone. I don't know why. I missed it. So I created a chat room, and here we are. To me, you guys run the show. I don't have a script. I don't have a plan. My plan is to let you guys have control of this show. You determine what we talk about. I don't have a care. The things I talk to people about are, I think, good things like, controlling your fears, being kind to others, basic stuff. Same stuff I used to try to teach my children. Now my children, I don't teach my children anymore. Now they teach me. And I got to be careful because my older boy thinks I need supervision. So if one of the boys gets my power of attorney, I need it to be the younger one. He's less likely to lock me up in a home. Well, at least he's got me thinking he's less likely. I'm not saying he hasn't pulled the wool over my eyes, okay? They're both good boys, don't get me wrong. But my oldest, he's seen more of my shit. So he don't put up with a whole heck of a lot from me. He'll straighten my ass out right now. My youngest, he loses patience with me once in a while because I don't act fast enough for him, It's like when I told him I was starting a YouTube channel, he says, you've got to be on all these other platforms. I'm like, no, I don't. I have no desire to be on X at all. None. I'll never be on Truth Social. Okay. These don't interest me in the least. I think I'm too old to be on TikTok. Aren't they age restricted? But that's, but my youngest understands social media, and he knows that if I want to be successful, I should be on these other platforms as well. But I'm just not going to. I like this platform. YouTube's like the only thing I watch on TV anymore. Once in a while, I'll go to Prime and stream a movie or something, but for the most part, I'm just watching YouTube. I watch a number of creators on YouTube that I have common ground or common interest with. I watch mostly Mike Kimber. I have a lot in common with this guy. He's ex-military. He's in Southwest Michigan. He's a single father. He has physical issues. Common ground. He's the one, if I'm watching his show, I chat with him. I watch other shows that I don't chat with at all. Like Cross Timbers Bison. That's a guy in southern Oklahoma. He's raising bison. He's got a working ranch. Raising wild animals is some scary business. I enjoy watching him do it. I ain't going around no 1,000-pound buffalo. No, thank you. Bison. Yeah, I'm trying to educate myself to speak correctly. The American buffalo is the American bison. But I watched Dusty's show, and I've never chatted with him, not once. I watch every week when his video comes out. I think I've seen 3 years worth of content, maybe 4. It's like right now, I watch Tom Grossi. He's a YouTube streamer that streams football games. I don't talk to him, don't chat with him, but I watch him. Just last weekend, I watched an 8-hour stream or something he was doing for charity. The guy's hilarious. I like him. But yeah, I watch TMZ Live. The only time I chat with them is when they have a contest going or something like that I want to participate in. Other than that, I'm just watching, just a fan watching the show. It's like, one of the friends of this show, Tragedy Tales, I watch his. I was watching last night. I actually rewatched something that I'd already seen. It was 13-year-old skydiving, fell to his death. His chute didn't open. Well, there were all kinds of screw-ups, but the company was not certified. The company that he was skydiving with, they were not certified. They should not have been in business. I think it was in Brazil. But yeah, I just watched YouTube. I watch a lot of other shows on YouTube that have live chat, but I don't always chat. Well, like Don Lemon. I watch Don Lemon, but I don't chat with him. Francesca Fiorentini. She's got a podcast called The Bitchuation Room. Depending on who she's talking to, some of her episodes I watch. She got my attention when she got kicked off a Cenk Uygur show. entertainment value. That's what I get out of it. I watch these shows because I find them entertaining. Some of them are educational. Some of them are just fun to watch. Tom Grossi is just fun to watch. But, other ones like Mike Kimber, I get all of my Lions news through him. I use him like a filter. He filters out all the bull crap and then presents it to you in a 12-minute video. This is what happened this week. Now, I was thinking about doing a show about NFL officials. As far as I'm concerned, they need some investigative reporting. Okay. There's something wrong with the way they're calling these games. Back in the day, I would say probably 4 or 5 games a year used to seem what I'd call suspicious. Now it's more like 40 games a year seems suspicious. That's the view I have from my end of the couch. My perspective. Feel free to jump in the chat and straighten me out if you know better. I'll listen to you. Yeah, this is an inclusive channel. Everybody's opinion is welcome. Yeah, I think after the show today, I think I'm going to smoke a bowl and take a walk. 40 degrees. I mean, it's not the dead of winter. I can put a coat on and a hat and go out there, get a little exercise. Well, it's Christmas Eve. I figure I might see a few people, a few Christmas decorations, that kind of stuff. They just put lights in the park. So even after dark, I can go for a walk. Then I'll just come home and make my dinner. Just a reminder, there's no afternoon chat tomorrow. No show tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. The show will be back on Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm just going to lounge around and watch football all day. It's kind of like my job. Well, it's what I enjoy doing, I spent last weekend watching a bunch of podcasts. I watched Joe Rogan, at least 2 podcasts of his. They were like 3 hours long. And I watched Tom Grossi probably 8-10 hours. I don't know how long he streamed. I watched the whole show. It was for charity, To me, charity live stream makes perfect sense. It's hard to believe that Tom Grossi is the only one doing them. Well, he's the only one I found doing them. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? This show is reaching international. I'm not sure where YouTube advertises this show. I have no idea. But we've got an international base so far. I mean, 8 different countries. I've talked to people that live in 8 different countries. So I got no problem with it. I enjoy it. The show as it's set up, not having a real format per se, not having script. I like just winging it. It's the same thing I used to do on the blackjack table. Just sit around and make conversation and meet people all day. Well, 2 hours a day. The show runs Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Except tomorrow. I'm going to take Christmas Day off. This is a free show. The Discord app that you need to download from YouTube to be able to chat is free. There's no midstream ads, no sponsors, no commercials of any kind. I'm not selling you anything. I see no reason to. Chat should be free. I need to get the channel monetized eventually so I can do other projects that would be, profitable for me. But I don't need a profit off of this show. I just need to talk to people. Find out what's on their mind. What are your priorities? What is your opinion? I already know my opinion. I need to know your opinion. What's on your mind? What do you guys want to discuss? I'm not running for political office. I'm not trying to become an online influencer. I'm not coming out with a line of merch. I'm one of the few guys on TV that is not trying to tackle you and your wallet. I'm simply just trying to meet and talk to people, give them a chance to speak their mind. That's why I enabled the live chat. It's for your opinions. It's my understanding that some of the latest TVs have got the ability to chat built into the TV. You can use your TV's remote and chat with them. But I haven't seen them. As far as I know, if you want to chat, you need to use another device, a phone, laptop, or a computer of some type. When I look at the analytics on this channel, it tells me 85% of the people are watching me on TV. If that's the case, download that Discord app to your phone so that you can jump in and chat. You got a worldwide audience. We're getting views. They increase every week. I think I'm up to 42 subscribers and 250 viewing hours. I need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours to get the channel monetized, which is why I created the Ghost Mostly Media Company in the beginning. It's to get it monetized, so I can shoot videos and post them, and they can put commercials on them and pay me. some way. I don't know how it works. I'll figure it out eventually. Me doing a live stream is kind of like a blind man buying a new house. You just kind of feel your way through until you learn the lay of the land. At least that's how it feels to me. YouTube is giving me little sticker thingies telling me, ask people to like and subscribe. Then there's like 2 or 3 different spots on the page where they tell me that I need to make shorts. So maybe this weekend I'll shoot a couple of shorts or something. I don't know. I might not have to shoot them. I might be able to just video edit them out of previous podcasts or something, but I don't have a clue what I'm doing, so we'll see how it works out. I don't feel negative about it. I just don't. Maybe I'm all wrong. It doesn't bother me that the show's off to a slow start. It doesn't bother me at all. I think I'm getting better. I think I'm improving. Maybe a year from now, I'll be a good host. You never know. Well, this is how I led my whole life, is just winging it. When I first moved to Vegas, I had no idea I was going to become a table games dealer. I was going to be in that field for 33 years. I had no clue. When I first went to Vegas, I was a cook, a line cook. I worked my way up to chef in a small coffee shop. And they pissed me off. I came in like after my days off, I came in on my Monday and found out that they had fired my dishwasher over the weekend. So I would do up all the dishes, get the unemployment office to send people out to apply for the job, rehire or hire someone new. And like the third time they did it, I got pissed off and I told them, I quit. You do the dishes. You hire the next dishwasher and maybe you'll quit firing them every time I take a day off. They pissed me off. As a good cook, I knew I could get a job anywhere in town. So I walked out of there and I went down to the corner bar and I'm having a drink and guy tells me, the bartender, he says, why don't you become a dealer? And I'm like, well, what's that involve? And he says, well, you got to go to the dealer school and learn how to deal. And he said, but, it takes 6 weeks. I'm like, oh, all right, I'll check it out. So I picked up the phone book. I found a dealer school. I went down there and they said, oh, you can apply for a Pell Grant. So I did. Pell Grant came through and they said, well, you got 5 classes. Which one do you want to do first? I said, let's start with poker. Then they said, how about blackjack? Okay. How about roulette? Okay. Then I learned baccarat. Then the last one I learned was craps. 6 weeks after I started the trade school, I got my first dealing job, dealing blackjack. Some small casino downtown. Next thing I know, it's 33 years later. Hello. I didn't realize it was going to be a career. I just thought it was a job. As it turned out, I was kind of good at dealing, so then the casinos wanted to promote me, and I eventually worked my way up to casino shift manager. It was a good career. I mean, I raised my kids, raised my family, life was good. But I was just winging it. I would probably still be cooking if they hadn't pissed me off. They made me mad. So I changed something. A lot of times that's what you need in life, is just to get pissed off enough to make some changes. "33 years in the table games business was good. It was a different path I never planned on taking, but it happened and it worked. Now in my retirement, I'm like, well, let's try this podcasting stuff. It looks interesting. And the overhead for one of these channels is minuscule. I pay $13.99 a month. $13.99. And they gave me 2 channels. I'm only using the one. I offered a pastor the other channel. Told him he could have it for free. He's going through some health issues. He's already on Facebook, so I mean, and he's got his congregation and, got a lot going on in his life. If he decides he wants the channel, he's welcome to it. He's a nice guy. I told him, why don't you take this channel and do whatever you want with it? Help your church. I like talking to people, and I like meeting people. So this show is like perfect for me. Two hours a day, 5 days a week. It's working. I got no complaints. I had no idea that I'd ever have a TV show. Never dawned on me. Was not planned. I probably spent, I don't know, a grand total of maybe 30 days thinking about doing this. I talked to one of my sons. He told me no. That's all I needed to hear. Next thing I know, I started researching what I was doing on March 10th. And I launched this show on August 25th. April, May, June, July, August. So I researched for 5 months. And then it's been a process of elimination ever since. I tried it, and a couple of shows failed. I had some connectivity issues, some internet issues with Spectrum. Took about a month to iron those out. Got them ironed out, and now the show's going. We're not getting booted off the air anymore, so it's working. But I think it's like anything else that you want to do in your life. If you do your research, figure out a course, a plan of action to a certain degree. Once you get on the air, it's pretty simple. All you got to do is get the subscribers and the viewing hours. Then your channel gets monetized, and then you can post any content you want for a profit. I'm not saying the show's going to be perfect, but I did make a commitment to myself that if I was going to try this, that I needed to put real effort into it. I needed, I promised myself that I would do this for 3 years. I've given myself 3 years to make a community, assemble a community, I guess is a better word, that wants to chat every day. It works for me. I could fail, but it looks like it's going just fine. In my opinion. I mean, feel free to jump in the chat and straighten me out. Say, no, Ghost, you're all wet. Your show sucks. It's okay. You're allowed. You don't have to agree with me to get in the chat. I'm just a guy. My father's amazed. He's never seen the show, right? But my father's amazed that I have a TV show. He doesn't know what to think of it. It cracks me up. Well, I'll let him see the show next year or something. It's like I don't want to overwhelm him. I had thought about using him for some of my original content. The man has got some skills, let me tell you. When he's retired now, but when he was working, he was in the metallurgy industry, a factory worker. He had 4 journeyman's cards. I don't know if you know anything about a journeyman's card, but a journeyman's pretty good. And he had 4. I think it was drill press, engine lathe, mill, and grinders. But I was thinking, I could do, film little shorts with him teaching people how to read micrometers or calipers. These are measuring devices used in metallurgy, working with metal. Something like that, he could rattle it off in 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I could post that and it could stay on YouTube for the next 50 years. Who knows? But that's just one of the ideas I had, you know. But, you know, people have skills. And, you know, you got to be able to read blueprints if you want to build, if you want to erect things. And precise measurements are necessary. Now, we're an hour and 26 minutes into the show, and I'm just rambling. Anytime you guys want to change the topic, all you got to do is jump in the chat. Okay. Your chats will have precedence, you know. We're going to pull you right up into the front row. Okay. It's the people in the chat that are the guest stars of this show. I'm just a harmless placeholder. I do nothing but sit around and chat. Talk to people 2 hours a day. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Except tomorrow. I'm taking tomorrow off. I do need to ask people to like and subscribe. If you want to be able to chat, do what Reese Adams just did and jump into chat. Take control of this show. Reese says, "What's up, brother? Merry Christmas. Saw you on my recommended, so I decided to stop in." Well, welcome, Reese. You're late. Show's been going for an hour and a half, but I'm glad you got here. How are you today? Happy holidays, my friend. What part of the world you're from, Reese? I'm doing excellent. My Christmas shopping is done. Oh, Canada. I love Canada. Beautiful country. Just gorgeous. I've got an ex that's living in Montreal. I don't have contact with her anymore. But I do know she moved to Montreal. I would say probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago. Ontario's beautiful. Our snow just melted. I'm in Southwest Michigan. It's 40 degrees outside and the snow's all gone. I'm going to go for a walk after the show. I love Canada. I started going there when I was about 18, 19 years old. I used to go up there, go across the border to Canada to buy my booze. Then I'd sneak it back across the border. I used to go across at, what was that? Sault Ste. Marie. And then come back down to Detroit and come back through. I don't need a white Christmas. I just need a safe Christmas. I need all relatives to be happy, healthy, and safe. Nothing bad to happen to them, you know. I was talking to my kids, and they've had a bad Thanksgiving 3 years in a row. And I'm like, well, it's 2025. Let's put all the bad times behind us and get some good times. Yeah, the roads are awful, and the deer are out moving. If you're driving in Michigan after dark right now, you better watch out for the deer. They're all on the move. I got a niece that hits a deer every year. She calls her car a deer couch. Every time she turns around, there's a deer laying across the hood of her car, and she's not a hunter. Okay. Yeah, I got all my shopping done, and I'm really not even going to leave the house except to go for a walk until next Tuesday. Yeah, you're at 23, I'm at 40. We had some warm front come in with rain, and that washed a bunch of the snow out. And then it never got cold again. It stayed 40. I mean, even last night at like midnight, it was still 35. All right. Ultra back in the room. Hey, I watched South Park last night. Yeah, I had to see Kenny die 3 times. You didn't tell me it was South Park. I watched that years ago. It was last night was the first episodes I'd seen in probably 8, 9 years. Yeah. Well, Cartman's the star. How are you today, dear? Are you set for the holiday now? All your shopping done? We're chatting with Reese up in Canada. He's pretty cool. They've got snow still up there. I got no snow here. South Park pajamas? I'm a vintage pajama guy. Vintage pajamas are cool, in my opinion. I have some Atari pants. Atari is quite vintage. I also have a couple of night shirts. I love night shirts. It's like a nightgown for men. Well, the problem I have with pajamas is they get too warm. Girls don't wear ties. Are girls allowed to wear ties? I spent a lot of money on ties when I used to work in a suit. I'll probably get in my pajamas probably by 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight. And then tomorrow it'll probably be a pajama day. I'll probably stay in my pajamas all day. Well, I'm not expecting any company, and I know I'm not going anywhere. And I'm going to wake and bake and watch football all day. And I couldn't stand uniforms ever. I didn't like people telling me how to dress. Well, partially, I'm a nudist. I don't like clothes to begin with. I know. Adam and Eve were nude until they ate the apple. That's when they got embarrassed. Okay. They didn't get embarrassed until they ate the apple. A lot of my family is Catholic, and a lot of them had to wear uniforms and go to Catholic school. I think that they were turning a profit off of selling those uniforms. It's like if you go take karate now, they sell you the gi. They're making profit off of it. I know businesses need to make a profit, but I'd rather not be required to buy a gi. Well, a gi makes horrible pajamas, in my opinion. Did you check out Tragedy Tales? I rewatched another one of his episodes last night, too. I love chocolate. I have chocolate covered mints in the fridge. And I had, well, did you like and subscribe for him, hon? He's got 485,000 subscribers. He needs to get to 1 million. I'm just saying. But yeah, I got chocolate covered mints in the fridge, and then in the freezer I have chocolate ice cream, and I have Rocky Road. It's called Extra Rocky Road. It's got extra marshmallows and chocolate and nuts in it. And I have Neapolitan. And I have in the cupboard, I have 2 Devil's Food chocolate cake mixes and a strawberry cake mix. Well, thank you, Up. I appreciate you, my brother. Up Yours Who Cares is a good friend of the show, folks. He's currently on vacation entertaining family. We love you, Up. Hope you're all safe, happy, and healthy. Need everybody to have a blessed Christmas. Oh, Chocolate spheres. Sound good. I like dark chocolate. It's my favorite. I have a problem with it, so I try not to buy it. Everything I buy that is dark chocolate, it's a one serving. Seals are cute. Seals are real cute. They smell a little bit, the real ones, but they're cute. Oh, purple. Purple's a good color. It's nice that you're making something for somebody. I'm sure that it will be treasured. Anytime you put your time and effort into making something for someone, I think that gives it an enhanced value. Personal opinion. I made I don't know what you would call it. I made something for my father years ago. I wonder if he still has it. I'm talking 20 years ago. When I see him on Tuesday, I'm going to ask him if he's still got it. Yeah, Ultra is obsessed with boys. I think that has to do with you being 19, dear. Okay. Hormonal. I think a certain amount that we go through when we're young is hormonal, based on the drive to perpetuate our species. I don't think it's a conscious act. I think it's instinctual. It's built into the species that we must propagate. So what do you ask a guy? What do you ask on a first date? I've got a little bit of dating experience. I'll tell you what I asked someone on the first date. First question, I asked them, "Are you a good liar?" The response, whether they say yes or no, you gotta stick around to see whether they were telling you the truth or not. And the second question I ask, "Are you a good liar?" And then the second question I ask is, "How much unsecured debt do you have?" If that guy has got $100,000 in outstanding student loans, that might not be the guy you want to date. I'm just saying. $100,000 in unsecured debt is not the best way to start a relationship. Yep. First, I ask, are you a good liar? Then I ask about unsecured debt. And if I get to the third question, that gets a little more personal. That's my personal opinion on dating. And I'm so good that I'm single. My youngest son and I had this conversation just maybe a month ago. He disagrees with me. He would never ask a woman about her unsecured debt. But in my defense, I'm divorced 3 times. If I was worth anything, one of them would have stayed with me. I understand, Ultra. I got you. You make perfect sense. The wise man learns to listen early in life. I got a brother. He never speaks. He only listens. When he does speak, everybody listens. He always says something wise, but he doesn't ramble on like I do. Part of being in a relationship is being able to listen, being able to understand. We need a lot more understanding in our society. Yep. I agree with you 100%. If you listen, people will tell you what direction you're going in or they're going in. And then you can decide, do you want to take that journey with them? The problem I had with my relationships, I was kind of wild. I blame me. After my last divorce, I put myself in counseling for 1.5 years. That's what I came out with, is it's all my fault. I was too wild. I always ended up with women that wanted to control me. And I didn't want to be controlled. You've had 7 relationships. Ultra, you're only 19. Okay. You need to slow your roll, girl. Don't get into a relationship in a hurry. That needs to be a slowed process. It's kind of like a bottle of wine. It generally improves with age. I was married and divorced 3 times. Never went to court for a divorce. I wasn't interested in fighting. I'd meet him, read the divorce papers. Well, actually, I'd just signed the divorce papers and never read them. Yeah. So when it comes to relationship advice, you should probably consider my opinion dead last. Yeah. If 5 out of 7 liked you back, you don't want love. I'm thinking now, what do you want? Kids? Yeah. I did learn a lesson about kids that's probably worth mentioning. I had 2 sons, 23 years apart. It never dawned on me when I was 40 years old, fathering my last child. It never dawned on me that both his mother and I would be dead, and he would be alone without living parents. The thought never crossed my mind, but he's mentioned it to me now. His mother is currently terminally ill. And I'm already 68. You know what I mean? And I'm a smoker. So he could be parentless by the time he's 30. Give me an extra 5 years, 35. That's a pretty young age to lose both your parents. It's a lesson I'm just coming to terms with now. You know what I mean? I never thought, I thought, have another kid? Great. Good idea. It never dawned on me that, before he reaches midlife, that I'd be gone. I was 40 when he was born. Oh, don't worry about that. If you can't make kids, you can get some of somebody else's. I see nothing wrong with adoption at all. Seriously. You may want your bloodline to move on, and I can understand that. But if you really want kids, you can adopt. It's not all about keeping kids happy. Sometimes your kids got to be unhappy because you're trying to teach them something. Well, that's why you need to have a husband, a partner. Sometimes it takes more than one teacher. Oh, holy cow. I just looked at the clock. We're out of time. Let's talk about those non negotiables on Friday. Hey, like and subscribe to the channel if you could. I appreciate all the viewers we've had today, all the people in the chat. They're the stars of this show, not me. My whole thing, be nice to everybody all of the time. You'll like the end result. That said, we got to sign off. Afternoon Chat's the name of the show. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, except for tomorrow. No show tomorrow. All right, Tragedy, jump by. Hi. Merry Christmas, brother. We were talking about you earlier. Ultra was over at your channel watching you last night, and so was I. Tragedy's a good friend of the show. I urge everybody to check out his channel, Tragedy Tales. Excellent videos. We'll be back on Friday at 3 o'clock. I promise I'll be here. I'm just taking the one day off. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the viewing. I appreciate your liking and subscribing. I appreciate the chats. The people in the chat make this show the success that it's becoming. All that said, let's close with a Merry Christmas to all. Everybody be safe, be healthy, be happy, be loved. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. I'll see you guys on Friday. Have a great Christmas. And once again, I appreciate you, all of you. Thanks.